Hey, it's Brian. Thanks for joining me. This is Guitar Solo Reactions. Today we're doing the Muse song Invincible. I'm plowing through a lot of Muse this last week just to kind of. I spent a week doing a specific artist. I did 20 or so videos, and I just needed to hear something different for a while. So, concentrating on Muse, the Mars Volta, some other stuff, some great guitar stuff I love. And here we are at Invincible, which one of my sweet subscribers mentioned is a great song. So here we are, live at the Wembley Stadium. Here we go. Let's do it. One of his Manson guitars there with the pad, with all the controls. Kind of looking at these while we're talking or doing this. Looks like it's got Velcro on it to put it on his guitar or on his stand. kick-ass guitar solo. I love that. It was so great. After, I think the last two or three didn't really have any guitar solos. Had some great riffs, but this was a nice kind of slow ballad that built up into a great guitar solo with some great effects. And I wanted to quickly say, so I was looking at the Manson guitar website, and you can buy Matt's model from basically from, you know, $500 to $10,000. So I'm going to say he probably has the really expensive one, and it comes with, wow, all sorts of neat stuff. It has like a Sustainiac with the Fuzz Factory, MIDI, Sustainiac, all the stuff you can have built into it. That's obviously all those switches and stuff he's got on it, plus the pad. I'm not seeing one with the pad, so there's really, there's some that are 849 pounds. So I don't know what that is. That's what, $1,000 or so, maybe, something like that. I can't remember now. So there's some really inexpensive ones, is what I was trying to say, but that's kind of neat. So it's not a guitar I personally would like. It's not something I would play, but I love how he's really taken a guitar and kind of like Adrian Belew. It harkens back to John McLaughlin and Al Di Meola using the guitar synths, the synclavier, and that had this control panel on it that you would put on it to touch while you were playing. Anyway, all sorts of crazy stuff. And even the Roland guitar synths, they have some controls on it, but it's not a lot. It's mostly, they're pretty simplistic, the early ones. And then there's the 707s, which is a pretty funny looking guitar, which is about the only one you can afford. And that one's got a lot more knobs on it. And then there was a great Ibanez one. We're talking in the 80s, sorry, for people that were probably born in the 90s at best. But some really cool guitar synths out there. The Ibanez was really neat. I almost bought it, but what was I going to do with it? So some great players used it. John Abercrombie used it, and that might be all that I can think of. It was pretty much not like a guitar. It's like a Steinberger kind of weird shape, very small. Anyway, I'm not sure why I'm talking about guitar synths, but I'm sure Matt embraces a lot of that technology, although it's, light years ahead now than it was back in the 80s. So that doesn't always make it better. That's why I want an old Roland 303. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for loving Muse. Thanks for indulging me. Thanks for commenting. And thanks for all your support. Have a good night.